Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing my first time making homemade pizza. As you know, pizza is such a versatile recipe. Ingredients are interchangeable based on what you have or what you like. This is pretty much what I had in my fridge, and so I'm gonna make this a recipe on the go. And then of course we have our dough ingredients as well. So I'll start by using whole wheat flour. I'm just making a well here to add the rest of my ingredients into. This recipe I'll also share in the link below. I just got a basic pizza dough recipe from Pinterest, and I'm substituting white flour for whole wheat flour. And I'm just mixing basically the dough until it starts coming together. And I added a dash of water just because it seemed a bit drier than what I wanted. Then on a nice clean surface, I'm just sprinkling some of the flour so that the dough doesn't stick to it, and turning out the dough. And then basically you're just gonna knead the dough until it starts coming together. This took about 5 minutes for me. And then when you push the dough, it should kind of bounce back. And now in the same bowl that we had earlier, just put some oil in and forming the dough into a ball, and gonna let it rest in there in a warm place for about an hour, covered with a tea towel. Now I'm going to start on the toppings. So I have here 250 grams of diced pancetta with about a tablespoon of thawed out garlic that I had in my freezer, and then a tablespoon of olive oil. Then about a cup's worth of zucchini, it's basically what I had left in the fridge, and a large shallot, about a quarter cup. And then some spices. I used oregano and then some pepper and just a bit of salt because the pancetta is pretty salty. And then you're just going to cook this for about 5 to 8 minutes until the zucchini kind of becomes almost fully cooked, because this is going in the oven with the pizza as well. Then I just transferred it to a bowl so it can cool down and set it aside. Then I'm going to preheat the oven to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. And after an hour or so, your dough should almost double in size like this, and is ready to be flipped out again. Again, just flouring my surface so it doesn't stick. And then I'm going to divide the dough into two. So this recipe makes 2 pizzas. I made rectangular shapes, but you can kind of do whatever you like. So mine turned out into about 2 12-inch rectangular shaped pizzas. I could have used a rolling pin, but I only realized it pretty much at the end of turning it out, so I just used my hands. Then we're going to place it on an upside down baking pan lined with parchment paper, and I'll show you why in a minute. And then now we're just going to build the pizza. So this sauce I had left over, some turkey pasta sauce from the other night, but otherwise you can use any jarred sauce you like. Again, working with what you have. I didn't have any shredded cheese, so I used some deli cheese slices that I had. And then we're gonna put about half of the mixture onto this pizza and save the other half for the second pizza. And again, your toppings are preference, but this is what I had and what I wanted to use, and thought would be a good combination with some tomatoes halved and some chopped olives. And then some final slices of cheese. And in the oven, I had a large pan preheated to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. This is key to get a nice crispy base. And then I just cinched the edges of the dough to create a crust. And then this is the best way to transfer, I find, having it on a smaller pan upside down. Then I baked this for about 10 to 12 minutes, and just keep an eye on around the 10-minute mark based on your oven. I kept it in for 12, and then you should get a nice golden crispy color here. I was pretty shocked at the way it turned out for my first time. Not bad. It looks really good. And the crust also, the dough came out really nice and crispy, not hard at all. Nice chewy texture. And also withholds a lot of toppings pretty well. It wasn't soggy at all. For my first time making pizza dough from scratch, it turned out better than I expected. So hope you guys give this a try and hope you liked the video.